Good morning, welcome back to another vlog. It's a nice bright sunny Monday morning. The kids have gone to school. I've just been in the shower, washed my hair. I'm absolutely loaded with cold. So I've got bright red nose, lots of spots and feeling rather run down. So you'll have to excuse that. But I'm going to crack on today. I've got lots to do. First of all, I'm going to sit at my desk for an hour, answer a few emails and write a to-do list for the rest of the week. So I'm now just going to paint the radiator. I've already put a primer on there and I'm using little green intelligent eggshell in slate lime mid, which is the same colour as the walls. So that's both radiators painted with the first coat, and I've also done the woodwork around the frame there. Painted that as well with the first coat. And now we're off to the DIY shop. Justin's armed with his tape measure. We're off to the DIY shop because we're going to build a desk here for us both to sit at. So we're going to go and have a look at some wood. So we've just measured up and we're off there now. It's coming real life. So that was nice and easy. We've got the wood, the OSB, we picked that up while we were there and they've cut it down to size, and they've also cut some thin strips, so we've got two pieces the same length, and then we're going to put some thin strips in the middle to build like a frame. So that's Justin's job. When we get home we're going to do some screwing, but we've called via KFC because we're not having lunch yet. So we're back home and Justin's just marking out the little compartments, and then there's going to be the other sheet on top of that, and then that's going to be raised on legs as a bench that goes across there. So it's fairly simple to do because they cut all the wood down for us to size, so it's perfect.
Pencil.
That's one side done. So we've now flipped it over and we're going to put the top half on.
Are you square there?
I am now.
That's better for me as well.
Yeah, okay.
Go. Oh, it's Tesco.
Oh gosh, they're prompt. So we're back. Justin's drilling little holes where each screw's going to go. It's an awful noise. That's all finished, so I'll show you where it's going to go. We're still waiting for the legs to arrive. I think they'll arrive tomorrow, but I'll show you where it's going to go. Perfect. Good morning. So it's now Tuesday morning, and Justin and I have spent the morning moving a couple of things back into the living room and also creating a stop motion video for Amtico. Because as you know, I'm working with Amtico on the flooring that's just been laid. So I wanted to create some content that was a little bit different rather than just still images. So in the contract with them, I've agreed to do 3 Instagram images. So one of them is going to be the stop motion, and I'm actually really pleased with it. It's turned out really well. So I did a little time lapse of that running in the background so that you could see how it looks and how we do it, which would be quite fun. So I'll show that in a second. So this is the stop motion video that we've been filming, and to do a stop motion you have to take continuous pictures. So my camera was set up in the tripod, and every time we moved an item we then took a picture. So you end up with lots of pictures all running side by side to create the stop motion. And if you head over to my Instagram, you'll see the finished product over there. I'll pop the link below as well. I'm still feeling really groggy. I'm full of cold. I just feel rubbish. I just feel really lethargic. So I think this afternoon I'm going to sit down and write the blog post that I've got to write for Amtico, which again is part of the agreement. But I'm actually quite looking forward to writing it because I do feel that the flooring has made such a big difference to this living room, and I'm really, really happy with it. It just feels so neat, and it feels so much more finished off now we've got this flooring down. I'm dying to get started on the gallery wall above the chimney breast. So I'm going to have a little play around with that while I finish my tea, and just see what prints I've got and whether I need to add to the collection. I think I'm just going to go and put some comfy joggers on, and yeah, I'm just going to get my laptop and start writing and chill out because I just feel really rubbish, so I don't want to do too much. I want to try and shake this cold off. You okay? Are you a good boy? Come on then. You saying hello? I'll give you a little tour of how the living room's looking though, because I feel as though I've not really updated you fully on how the full room's looking. So I'll give you a little update now and show you some extra bits that I've done and some little bits of furniture that we've moved back in. And then I'll also show you the artwork that I've got for above the fireplace. So I'll start off with this side. So we still need to move the rest of the sofa in because we've got the L-shaped sofa, so that'll come down here. I've put a few things back over there. The really dusty mirror has come from the fireplace, but I painted the fireplace last night. As you can see, it's a little bit wet. So I need to do a second coat on that, and then the mirror, I think the mirror will go back up there, but actually I quite like it without the mirror. I keep changing my mind, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. And I've left the TV stand pulled out a little bit because I need to get behind there to hang some art. I'm not going to put the white chair, the love seat, back into the bay window because I just feel it gets a little bit cramped. So I'm actually going to leave it, I think, like that. And I've put the rocking chair there for now, and I really like it. It's such a lovely little spot to sit in the sunshine. So I'm going to leave that there for now. The flooring, absolutely love it. Still looking amazing. I've put the plant back in, but I need to find the big pot for that. It's in the dining room with the rest of the stuff. I brought this picture down. I've had this print for about 10 years now, and it's kind of been in storage because it kind of went off it a little bit. I think sometimes I can go off big bright colours, but I think now the walls are neutral, it works really well in here. So I've popped that up there. And then in here, I think either this alcove or that alcove, I'm going to put a bookcase in there so that I can put all my books in, because this is going to be a bit of a reading area. I brought the Chesterfield back in. I'm going to put a little coffee table there, and this is where I'm going to build the gallery wall. there's the prints. I'll show you those in a second. And then here, the Chesterfield will be pulled forward a little bit. I've just moved it to get for the prints. That's the bench that we made yesterday. I'm just waiting for the legs to arrive, and then we can put that on the wall there, and also put some pendant lights hanging down here. So that'll really finish that area off, and that'll be a perfect workstation. So let's have a look what prints I've got. So I've got that one there, which is King of Magor. Love that. And then this is one that I found was stashed away on the top of the wardrobe. I made that for Justin years ago. These are a couple that I've had from Chelsea Prints. I've had these in the bathroom. This has been in the spare room. I have to be careful with that because the back's coming off. This one was in the bathroom. I bought this from a local photographer on the Quayside Market, and I really love it. So I'm going to put that on there as well because it's just hidden away in the bathroom. This is by Claire Ramshaw. She's on Instagram. She's a great artist. And then this was my father-in-law, and I absolutely love it. So that's going to go up there as well. So I just need to work out how I'm going to position them all together. I'm going to put them out on the floor now and have a look what kind of layout I'm going to use. So I've laid all the prints out on the floor to give me an idea of how I'm going to place them up there on the chimney breast. I'll probably have a little shuffle around once I start getting them on, but for now, that's kind of a rough guide. I've also brought this console in here and put my big mirror above it, and I'm not 100% sure whether it's going to stay there, but I actually really like it. I've got so many magazines, so I'm going to stack those underneath. I need to have a play around with the top bit, obviously style it and things like that because it's not all styled at the minute. I need to have a play around with the styling, but yeah, I'm enjoying that for now. But yeah, quite like that for now. So I'm going to go and get some lunch because I'm feeling quite with this cold. I think I need to feed myself to give myself a bit more energy. The sun's out now, it's beautiful. Look at that lovely sunny spot in the window. So for lunch, I'm going to have this classic chicken Covent Garden soup. I'm just going to have half of it. Just had a delivery through the letterbox from the pudding parlour, and look at these. How amazing do they look? So this is the Valentine's gift box. It's like a selection of tray bakes. So you've got a Jammy Dodger Blondie. This is raspberry and white chocolate. That is a M&M brownie. This is a pick and mix rock and roll. It's got sweets in and things. It looks so good. That's a Valentine's brownie, and then that one is a mini egg cookie slice, and I've eaten that one already. It was delicious, and I've eaten the Jammy Dodger one. So actually it works out perfect because there are 4 of each, so we all get one. I know the kids are going to absolutely love them. So thank you, the pudding parlour, for sending those through. I'll pop the link in the description box below, because these can be mail ordered, so you can order them wherever you want in the UK and they just post them out, which is such a good idea. So they do Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, or if you just want to send like a thank you or a get well soon gift. I think that's such a good idea. I think this one's $19.99, which is great value. So yeah, that is such a lovely gift. Thank you very much, Pudding Parlour. It's now Thursday morning. It is 12 o'clock. So I've spent the morning getting some content for my fashion Instagram account. I managed to get quite a few pictures, and I've also been taking some pictures of the flooring for my Amtico blog post while it's nice and sunny. I didn't really vlog yesterday, but we got lots done. The legs arrived for the desk and we've got those on, so I'll show you those in a minute. I took a little time lapse as we were putting them on, so I'll talk you through how we did that. Also, you would have seen my gallery wall. I've now finished that, so I'll show you that in a second too. And we've managed to move a bit more furniture back in. So we're definitely getting there with the living room. So here is the desk. It's all finished. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy with it. I think it fits in this space perfectly. We've also got a laptop, so that'll be used here as well. Ideally, we would like to get another computer, but we'll have to wait until we've saved some pennies. But these chairs are Urkel ones, and I've had them years. When I got my dining room chairs, I got, I think, 6 for like £20 or something like that. And I painted 4 of them black, and I've left these ones. They've been in the garage, and I quite like the unfinished ones, so I'm going to leave them like that for now, because I actually think that the colour ties everything in nicely, the floor with the desk and things like that. So yeah, obviously it's not finished. I'm thinking about getting some pendant lights and hanging those down here, 2 pendant lights at each kind of workstation. So I'm having a look into those at the minute. At the minute I've just got my other lamp. This one here is a angle poise, and it's the Paul Smith limited edition. It was the first one that they brought out, but actually since then they've brought 2 more out, but I still love it. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I do think a couple of pendants would look really nice and finish it off, so I am going to look into that and see how much they'll be and things like that. So the legs arrived yesterday. I'll give you a closer view of them. These are from eBay. I had a good look around, and I really liked this style with the flat bottom and the flat top, and they're just pipe legs. So what I'll do is I'll pop the link in the description to these exact ones, but if you shop around there's so many different ones, and you can get them different lengths as well. We got these ones 65 centimetres because that was the perfect height for the desk. And you can see it's got 4 little cubby holes in the desk. So we've got 1 each, because the kids are always losing their homework books and things like that, or sheets of paper. So what I've said to them now is, if I see any sheets of paper lying around, it'll go into their little cubby hole. So hopefully there'll be no more lost homework again. We need to drill some holes for the wires to go down. And I want to get some nice accessories for on here, but I've not even really thought about that yet. I've not had a chance. So it's not finished by all means, but I'm actually really, really happy with how it's looking. He just screwed each leg in on the corners, and then underneath the desk, we've attached some little brackets. Can you see there? So there's one there, and there's one at the other end, and that's attached to the wall so that it stops the desk from moving around, so it's really secure. So I was just about to sit down and start writing the blog, and then I remembered this. See what I mean about procrastinating and doing anything apart from sitting down and writing? Anyway, I'm going to put this up there, I think. What do you think? I think I'll do that now while I've got the hammer in the room. That looks cool, doesn't it? I like it there. So moving on to the gallery wall, here it is. I'm absolutely in love with it. I love all the different types of artwork that I've collected. And it's funny that I just had all these. These are just stuff that I've had in the house, and I've used them in different rooms. And then I've taken them down and decided that I didn't need them in that room anymore. And I've just kind of been collecting them really. So I'll try and link all of them down below so that you can see where they're from. The top one there was done by my father-in-law. And I love it. It's just so nice, and it's just so special as well because it's unique. So yeah, I'll try and link everything down below so you can see. I've also popped a picture in here as well. And it's of me and 2 of my lovely friends when we were all pregnant. I love that shot. I think black and white pictures are really nice. And then I'm going to get some wood probably over the weekend and put a few shelves in there, and then I can put all my books onto there. Good morning, it's Friday. I'm so happy that the weekend is almost here. I'm really looking forward to a chilled out weekend now that I'm feeling a little bit better. Still a little bit snotty, but I feel a whole lot better than I did at the beginning of the week, so that's good. So it's 9:15 and I've just jumped in the car because I'm off for some brunch with my hubby. So I'm really looking forward to that. I feel as though we've been a bit like ships in the night all week. He's been really busy with work, so he's been out and about. So yeah, we're off to a place called Arlo's, which is one of my favourites. It's in Jesmond, so if you are local you'll be familiar with it, but it's lovely. I really recommend it. But they do a gorgeous lunch as well, so I think I'm going to have eggs benedict because I always seem to have that when I go there, and I really fancy it today. And then yeah, Justin is heading off for meetings, and I'm going to go home and finish my Amtico blog post. I really need to get it finished because I keep getting distracted. I did quite a bit on it last night. I worked on it till about 8 o'clock last night before Love Island, so it's almost finished, and then I can get that live along with the stop motion video tonight for tonight's Instagram post. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm back home after brunch. It was delicious. Justin's gone off to his meeting, and I thought I would show you the living room now that I've moved the sofa back in. I'm really happy with it. The floor has just made such a difference. It really feels just tidy, fresh. It's just really neatened everything up, and it's such a hard wearing floor too. One of my other jobs is to style this area here. I've not finished that yet. But yeah, there you go. It's really coming together, isn't it? I need to push the TV stand back in. I've swapped lamps around. I've put that one there. And I've moved my angle poise over here for now, because I think the angle poise works really well in this area. But what I love is that when you're sat down watching the TV, you can't see the desk area. So it's like hidden behind there. So all you can see is this view. So yeah, I'm going to end this vlog there. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Next week's vlog will be the bookshelves. I need to go and get some wood to put there. I'm going to paint that. So I'll show you how I install those, and I'll also show you how I style them. And then I can finally get my dining room back to normal again, because it's still just a storage space at the minute. I've still got the dining chairs and the table in the garage, and I need to bring everything back through. And then it'll be all the finishing touches, and I'll give you a full room tour when it's all finished. So I look forward to seeing you next week.